You come up and join us, or are you just gonna sit down there and meow at me? Huh? I mean, we know how that works. You're gonna walk around meowing, and then you're gonna be up here begging for treats, aren't you? You're all real quiet today. You all asleep? Is that the problem? There we go. What do I think about electric cars? I think it's a good idea, but the technology needs to evolve a lot. Right now, the problem with electric cars is they seem to be they have limited driving capacity. You can only go a certain distance, and then you have to recharge. And it ain't like going to the gas station where you can fill up in 10 minutes and be ready to go again. It takes a long time to recharge them. But I think when they can get the technology to mature, maybe some sort of an exchange system on the batteries where you go to a charging station, and rather than charging the battery, they have a new charge battery ready to go, races it into the car, pulls the old one out, and you're off. But until you can get to the point where it doesn't take 6 or 8 hours to charge, I think I've heard about some of the new ones that take only a couple hours to charge, but still, you know, it's got a ways to go before it can catch up to the convenience of a gas powered vehicle. Yep, Kathy's in London. Thank you for staying up. Where's Bite and Nibble? Bite is behind the laptop, and Nibble made her appearance. She's somewhere here, so I'm sure she'll pop in a minute. I put an announcement onto the Facebook page that I was about to go live, so you might hear dinging from time to time. That's what that is. I like the idea of electric cars. It's just the technology needs to evolve a little bit. There's Bite. Jordan's house is amazing. Yeah, he's gonna love being a homeowner. It's funny too because when he told me that he was buying a house a few months ago, I remember a conversation we had a few years ago where he said he didn't ever want to have a house. He didn't want to ever be tied down to anything or be in a position where the government could like swoop in and take it. So yeah, things have changed a lot for him. How's the bird bath doing? Bird bath is doing good. It's very popular. You're gonna have to wait until Tuesday to see how popular, but it is very popular. Hey, Nibble. Do I think Jordan's house needs some updating? That's up to him. I know that there's a few things that the inspector noticed that had to be taken care of, and hopefully at one of these points I'm going to go over there and help him with that. But that's his house. He's got to turn it into his house. My house was built in the '70s, so it exactly meets I think what I'm looking for. But Jordan's got to figure out how he wants to turn that place into his dream home, and I'll help him every step of the way. But that's got to be his decision. Yeah, I think the bird bath was a good idea. The birds seem to like it. Like I said, you'll have to tune in on Tuesday to see how much they like it. But am I still wearing the mask at work? Yes. Yeah. Not a fan, but that's where we are. That's Nibble now. That's wandering around meowing at me. You know, the idea that Jordan could bring Flash when he makes his drive to his new house. I don't know if he's up to taking care of a tortoise, so probably not. I don't know, because knowing Jordan, he'll probably want to do some vlogging. When I get to the point where I pick up Flash, I'm gonna probably want to make a beeline here. I'll probably end up trying to make the whole trip in maybe 2 days, just to minimize the time she's in the car. So I don't know how well that'll work. We'll play it by ear. Did I have a good day at work? It was kind of a boring day at work, but you know what? It's one of those things that has to happen. Am I still wearing the slippers? I actually am wearing the slippers tonight. Usually when I do the live streams, I'm in shoes, but I got home and I took the shoes off and put the slippers on. So yes, I am wearing the slippers tonight. I'm still waiting till spring to see if the palm trees survive. Yeah, I'm going to give them some time. I actually, on the Facebook page today, I posted an article I saw that came across my Facebook timeline from a local newspaper talking about what people should do with the plants that look horrible from the frost, from the freeze that we had here. And the basic consensus was you just have to give it time, or some of this stuff may bounce back. So we'll have to see. I'm definitely not going to pull them out of the ground for a while. We'll give them 6 months or a year and see what happens. I'm in no hurry. If they survive, and I hope they do, then that's a good thing. And then they're more hardy than I thought. Nice pose, Bite. You're showing your butt again. Always seems to do that. Well, there's sort of a misconception about what Texas has done regarding the opening up and the masks. All the state has done is saying that it's up to the individual to decide what's going on now. If you want to keep wearing a mask, if businesses want to keep enforcing the mask mandates, they can. There's just not something from the government saying you have to do the mask. So that's a misconception. People kind of have this idea that Greg Abbott suddenly declared, okay, masks are illegal. You can't wear masks anymore. That isn't the way it is. And he just said that we're gonna tell you what the best idea is, and it's up to you to decide how you deal with it. Basically, he's treating us like adults. I think that's a good move, but he's allowing businesses to open 100%. I think that's a great idea, and they can enforce mask mandates and social distancing and do whatever they have to do. But we got to get to the point we get past this. We can't just live in our houses and bury our heads in the sand for the rest of our lives. Greetings, Fort Wayne, Indiana. See, this is the only reason Bite's showing his better half here. He wants kitty treats, doesn't he? So does Nibble. Now all of a sudden she's down here too. But she just ran off when I turned the laptop around. Nibble. I knew he'd run down and grab that. That's just who he is. But there's Nibble again. She wants some too. No, that's from Nibble. Yeah, she got that one. You gotta get back up on the couch so Nibble can get some. Because people want to see her. They see your fat butt all the time. Yeah, we'll see if Nibble comes back. Yeah, that's really what it's about. It's about, trying to open up businesses and get the economy going again. And we got to do that. Oh, Jeff Kidd's on here. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, this is just going to be a short one today. I'm going to do about a 1 hour, so stick with us until the end, and then when we're done here, you can go over and see Jeff Kidd's video. It looks like Jeff's going to do one in about 50 minutes. In about 50 minutes, we should be done here. Jeff's got dinner on the smoker. Yeah, I got a burger in the fridge that I think I'm going to throw on the grill when I get done. That's part of the reason why I kind of want to do a short live stream tonight because I'm hungry. I get done with um, work, and I'm ready for something. Ready for something to eat. Yeah, I've heard that Disneyland is opening up again too, and that isn't really that Disneyland is making the decision. It's that California is finally making the decision because Disney World, I believe, has been open up for a while. So given the opportunity, you know, Disneyland would have opened up too, but it was the local government that they started opening up other things, but didn't want to open up theme parks. So I think uh, I think Newsom has finally let things you know loosened up a little bit. Yeah, how about those earthquakes in New Zealand? Man, that's scary. Those are big earthquakes. I think one of them was like an 8.1. But that's on a subduction fault. And that's what you kind of expect. And those are the scary ones because that's the kind of earthquake that produces a tsunami. And that's the kind of earthquake where it isn't like a transform plate boundary like San Andreas is, where the shaking goes for, you know, 10 or 15 seconds and it's done. Those are earthquakes that the shaking can continue for 5, 6, 7 minutes. Those are the ones that really do the big damage. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't heard a whole lot of news about what happened there, but they were talking about. I was concerned about my friend Matt, who lives in Hawaii, because they were talking about tsunamis that could actually hit Hawaii. Now, I didn't hear anything about that either, but those are scary. What do I like to put in my burger? Usually, they're just pretty basic. Ketchup, mustard, some cheese. But I've been known to put like jalapenos on it. When I made that salsa a few weeks ago, I actually put some of that on there. That was really good. Jeff Kidd's going to Disney World tomorrow. That sounds like fun. Hey, Eric's here. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Cats look healthy. I think they look fat. I think that's the best way to put it, right? Fat and fat. And there's Nibble there. Let's see if we can coax her into the shot here. Come on, Nibble. Come here, pretty girl. Got a kitty treat for you because you're not fat enough. Yeah, there's a kitty treat for Nibble. She's getting a little bit more sociable, but then she runs off. That's just how she is. what would Nibble do if I picked her up for a kitty rub, for belly rub? I'd never be able to catch her. The second I reach for her, she'd run off. Just not into that, so I don't force it. She kind of lives on her own terms. You have a friend in New Zealand on the North Island. North Island was very, very, very close to where the epicenter was. It was actually in, there's like a subduction fault in the ocean, kind of north and east of the North Island. And two of the earthquakes were very, very close to Auckland, which is on the North Island. And then there was another one that was maybe 50 or 100 miles north of it on that same fault. And I'm sure they're probably related. Generally with subduction faults, they kind of unzip like they unzip like a zipper. And so it kind of moves along the fault. And as it moves along the fault, uh, it builds pressure in other areas. And that's what causes the other earthquakes. And like I said, I think the three quakes were all related. Not a lot of fun to be there right now. I think the two little ones were like was 7.1, 7.3, and then there was like a big one that was like an 8.1. Ugh. I was saying at work that day, wouldn't want to be in New Zealand today. Yeah, I got an app on my phone that sends me alerts when earthquakes happen, and so I got three alerts that morning. And let's see if I can pull up the information here. I actually had one. App that I used for a while, and then I stopped using it because it stopped working. Oh yeah, been a lot of them in there. Yeah, see that in New Zealand's still getting aftershocks. Let's see if we can go back and find the big ones here. Oh, see, the problem with this app is it shows everyone on the planet. Let's see if I can limit the options here. Yeah, yeah, I got to learn a little bit better about this. But like I said, there were three big ones, and then there's been hundreds, perhaps thousands of aftershocks. That's how it usually works. Fat and fatter, yeah, ain't that the truth? Hi, Molly. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'm late. I'm late this time too. How long did the rain last? We were supposed to get 4 days of it, and it never really materialized. We never got a whole lot. I think we got about a quarter of an inch total over the 4 days. There's another storm supposedly coming in, but I don't know. We'll see. You live in about the middle of the North Island. Did you feel the quake? You must have. Big quake like that, you don't miss those. Hi, Mark. We're just talking about whatever people want to talk about. We've talked about the cats a little bit. We've been talking about the earthquakes in New Zealand. Those were no fun. You know, it's a lot more fun to read about them and look at them from thousands of miles away than it is to experience them. Trust me firsthand on that. And I've never been through a 7.1 or an 8.1. Yeah, I'm with you, VNA. No earthquakes for me either. I'm over that part. You want to know what the name of the earthquake app is? Let's see. It's just called Earthquake. Let's see if there's a more formal name here. Yeah, I think it's just called My Earthquakes. Let's see if I can pull it up in the store here. Yeah, it's this one right here, and it's called My Earthquake Alerts. Now this is on Android, so I don't know if it works on Apple or not. I had this one here in the middle called Earthquake Alert. Oops, gotta get it in the camera so you can see it there. I had this one in the middle called Earthquake Alert, but for some reason it stopped working. So I uninstalled that one and found this other one. I like this other one. This other one's pretty cool. At least it works. You know, the old one, it used to work. It used to give me alerts when they'd happen, but then for some reason it just stopped working. So I uninstalled it and installed this one, and I like this one. This one works good. Just trying to eat before the live stream. I hear you. I was halfway thinking about eating before the live stream too, but I wanted the live stream to go on about 5, and that's what we did. Did I try the mower for the leaves? Yes. Yeah, you'll hear about that on Tuesday's video also. There's kind of two parts to the video, but the mower worked really well for the leaves. The other part of the video is going to be talking about the sudden popularity of the bird bath. And let's just say it's been very, very popular. You like the movie about the movie Earthquake from the '70s? I remember that. That wasn't a very realistic one uh, because you know earthquakes on like the San Andreas fault don't go for 10 minutes. That was just a movie magic. San Andreas is not the right kind of fault for that. Nibble is back here now, and Bite is nowhere to be seen. So, oh, now he's being seen. Here's the key jar go, and all of a sudden he's up there and he's ready for some. Come on, Nibble. There's one for you. Oh, Nibble stole it. That's funny. That doesn't happen very often. It's usually the other way around. Bite's the one doing the stealing. Ow! That was my finger. Nibble gets that one. 4.6 in Auckland 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I was just looking. That was one of the things. This thing lists every earthquake, and so I was scrolling through it, and I'd gone through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of earthquakes. And it's like it was only 8 hours ago. So yeah, let's see here. What's going on here? I'm seeing a 3.108 4 minutes ago, a 2.24 4 minutes ago, a 3.16 5 minutes ago, 3.03 9 minutes ago. Yeah, that's going to be happening to you for a long time. You don't have a big quake like that and not get lots and lots of aftershocks. You remember that video I did a year and a half ago about that big earthquake in California in July? Yeah, they're still getting aftershocks there. Thank you, Jeff Kidd. I saw that come through a couple minutes ago, and uh, sometimes I start talking here and fail to acknowledge that. So I didn't want to have that go off the screen. Thank you very much. Earthquake treat supply for Bite and Nibble. Yeah, yeah. Well, they're not going to have to deal with very many earthquakes here, so that was one of many reasons that that why I chose Texas. We don't have any earthquakes here. Birds are cool. The more, the better. You're going to love the video on Tuesday. Trust me. Do they sell the tops only? I have a base. You just need the bath part. Um, I don't know if they would do that. I mean, they come in two parts, so and since they make everything there, they might do that. Maybe they'd have a case where they broke a base or something like that and have an extra top. I would guess maybe they would, but I didn't really pursue that because I needed both parts. That thing is heavy though. Holy cow, that thing's heavy. Yeah, I don't know specifically that this one lasted for 10 minutes, but oftentimes subduction faults do, you know, when an earthquake happens on a subduction fault, they do last for a long time. Maybe Karma can tell us. Yes, he is definitely named Bite. That isn't how he got his name, but it's definitely appropriate, isn't it, Bite? You have to start spelling it Bite though. How did you get here? You logged onto the channel. Where am I from? Well, right now I'm in Waco, Texas. But a couple of years ago, I moved here. Well, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in May. I lived in Orange County, California. Got tired of the earthquakes. Came here. Am I going to cut the palm trees back? Yeah, I'll probably do that. That's one of the things that's been kind of suggested that I do. So I think at some point I'll do that. Right now I'm in the middle of like a 9-day work week. So we got this maintenance cycle going on at work, and I volunteered for a lot of overtime. So yeah, VNA, you're a long termer. I remember you way back when. But yeah, in fact, that was something I noticed. Jeff Kidd sent me a video or sent me a message a couple days ago telling me that it was his 1 year anniversary of starting his vlog, and I looked at my channel and it's like today, uh, March 7th is the 2 year anniversary of my first vlog. So kind of cool how that all happened. Yeah, yeah, everyone's kind of says the same thing. Like I said, I posted an article on Facebook this morning um, that was a horticulturist or some plant specialist that said, "Yeah, don't give up on your plants yet." So I'm gonna definitely give the poems some time, and we'll see what happens. Oh, we were asking about how long the earthquake lasted in New Zealand, Karma, because you said, yeah, well, I know that a lot of times subduction faults, quakes on subduction faults, go for can go for not just a couple seconds but minutes on end. The shaking just keeps going and going and going. You remember when I didn't even have a channel? Yeah, that was yeah. Most of you know me just from popping into Jordan's videos from time to time. Will I be visiting Jordan at his home? Yeah, yeah, definitely at some point. I'm going to kind of let him get settled a little bit. And the truth is, I kind of got to wait and see if they kind of loosen up the restrictions at work too. Because right now, I mean, I haven't really talked to anyone about it, but I know right when the coronavirus thing happened, I got put on quarantine immediately because uh, I came back from my father's funeral and I got a call from my boss the next day, and he wanted to know if I traveled. And I said, yeah, I just came back from California, and they immediately put me on quarantine because I'd traveled out of state. Now, I don't know if they're that strict anymore, and they maybe loosened up a little bit on the travel, but I want to talk to them because I don't want to do anything that's going to inconvenience the job right now. Right now, that's got to be the priority. Jordan's whole house is really nice. So yeah, I watched that video where he did the walk through the house, and it's great. Got some great views from that place. Yeah, I used to be Jordan's jaw sitter. That's true. Yeah, Jordan's proud of his place, and he should be. It's a nice house. Yeah, it seemed to me one of the things I saw in the inspector's report was that the heater for this for the hot bath or the hot tub wasn't working. So that's one of those things he's going to have to work on. And that was one of the things I think I said that that's a little beyond my level of expertise. But am I done painting the living room? No, no. I've been kind of taking a break from painting. It's too nice outside these days to be wasting time inside. I'll probably wait until it gets to the point where it's really miserable outside again, because we're already getting there. There's later this week we're supposed to be in the 80s already. Do I miss California in any way? I miss my friends, but no, not really. I was over California. To put it the way a lot of people do, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Elvis would have loved Jordan's house. Well, Elvis, I saw Elvis was in the house here. Maybe he can comment. Could be, yeah. Maybe he has already had Elvis over. Yeah, you like the T-shirt? Yeah, that was one I got when Jordan and I visited Baker, California. That's been kind of in heavy rotation for a while. Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. That he's paying less for his house. Everything is just horrendously expensive in California. Well, I was thinking the intercoms in Jordan's house look more 80s style. That seemed to be more of an 80s thing, late 70s, early 80s. Because this is a 70s house. This house was built in 1973. How old are the cats now? They're probably about 14 now because we don't know exactly when they were born, but we're convinced that it was probably late March. So they're coming up on 14. They're old kitties, aren't you? You're 14, almost. You get the fuzz out of your eyes, huh? I hope Jordan keeps the intercoms. He'll have to get a tape recorder. It seemed to me that they had a cassette recorder. Your cat's going on 15 this March. Okay. Why are you asking for more work time? I'm not really asking for it. They're asking for volunteers, and maintenance cycles are a good time at work because it's more than just doing production at that point. It's an opportunity to work on the machines, and anything I can do to you know learn more about the machines makes me better at my job. No kitty treats. So yeah, the kitty treats are here. I just moved it on this side because I had the lid open. I didn't want Bite stealing them because he'll stick his head in there and try and take them because that's just who he is. Wearing those masks at work is keeping me congested. So you have an 18-year-old kitty. He's a Maine Coon, huh? Yeah, Nibble's down here now meowing at me. Let's see if we can get her in the shop. Probably not. She's behind the TV tray there. I bet we can coax her out though. Yep, I knew we could. Here's one for you. Nibble. Just because I give one to Bite doesn't mean you don't get one. What is it? She runs away. I think she's trying to guilt trip me into giving him more. That's my finger again. What is it with you and my finger? You don't get any more treats when you bite me. What was my favorite 70s film? I don't know. I got a few, I guess, that I like. Um, I was a huge fan of like early Steven Spielberg, so I like Jaws. That was a great movie. Original Star Wars was in the 70s. I like uh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think is probably one of my favorite movies ever. You bought some healthy treats for yourself, pork rinds, awesome. Also a fan of Clockwork Orange. I know a lot of people are kind of turned off by that movie, but that's a really good movie, I think. You think Jelly is part of alarm clock? He knows it's dinner time. He's sitting on your feet watching me. There you go. Hey Jelly, how you doing? Sorry, I didn't bring some yarn to wiggle in front of you. Death Race 2000, that's a good one too. Original Roger Corman version. Never was into the remake. I don't think I even saw that, but do I have any favorite sitcoms? Seinfeld, Friends. I never watched either of those. I was never really into them. I liked Alf when Alf was on the air. Um, Ironically, I just found a DVD of the entire series of Quantum Leap at at um, Walmart for like $24. So I snapped that up, and I've been binge watching Quantum Leap. I love that show. I liked a lot of the science fiction shows. I like Max Headroom. I like what was it? There was an action show called Airwolf about a high tech helicopter. I liked Knight Rider. Dukes of Hazzard. Was into the Brady Bunch when that was on. Mr. Depressed just found my channel and he's from India. There you go. Welcome, Mr. Depressed. Don't be depressed. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was filmed in your hometown, and Clockwork Orange was filmed in near Hattenberg Eagles near in London. Yeah, yeah. Death Race 2000 and Sylvester Stallone. A friend of mine pointed that out to me, and he said, "Yeah, well, he was the one that introduced me to the movie." He said, "Yeah, somebody's in it. You're going to have to see." And yeah, that blew my mind. That was like his introduction too. That was before anybody ever saw him in anything. It always blows me away, the cameos and the people that you see in some of these old TV series. Because you'd see, especially when it was like, it was an episodic kind of thing where it was a different story each time, like Quantum Leap and stuff like that, and even like the A Team. Lots of really great like cameos for people before they were anybody appeared in there. Hmm. Street Hawk, never really watched that one. You like the show Pretenders from the 90s? I don't think I ever saw that one. Yeah, Airwolf, Jan Michael Vincent, Ernest Borgnine. Thank you, Mr. Depressed. I remember Manimal, but I never watched it. Favorite 60s TV shows? Well, Twilight Zone, of course. Love that one. Adam's Family. Can't go wrong with that. I think Munsters were in the 60s too, because I think they were like competing with each other at one point. It seemed to me that my hand was glowing here. Oh, that's why we got a little sunshine shining on me here. I kind of raised my hand up and down. It's like I saw the streaks. I was like, what's going on here? Yeah, I guess I heard that Richard Keel, who was Jaws in the Bond films, was in Land of Lost. I also liked him on the Twilight Zone. He was a Canaanite in the classic Twilight Zone episodes To Serve Man. And he also had a great cameo on Happy Gilmore. Yeah, I guess I heard about that about Jan Michael Vincent too. Rockford Files. Never really watched that. Yeah, it's beautiful out today. I halfway debated doing the live stream outside, but decided not to. Yeah, definitely beautiful weather day. It's been really nice all week in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I never really watched Outer Limits that much. I did watch X Files. X Files was great. Although I haven't really revisited that one. Wow, look at all the glare coming in from the window here. It's one of the things you run into when you do a live stream at night here. You get the sun coming in the window. Hang on, let me close that so we can turn off the glare here. I know it looks kind of pretty, but it's blocking out the image. You can't see me. There we go. That's going to get a little better. Let's lower this down too here so we can. Otherwise, it'll happen again. I spent 15 whole bucks on that laser thing for the window there, and you can't see it when the window's being when the sun is washing it all out. Okay, let me put the glasses on here so I can actually see. Yeah, let's see. What are we going to talk about here? Want to get out more of the summer pan for garnets and gold. Yeah. Yeah, I like Knight Rider. Never really watched The Fugitive. You've been watching The Twilight Zone? Yeah, I think The Twilight Zone is on Netflix. I watched Miami Vice a little bit, but you hear the slippers. Yeah, I'm wearing the slippers tonight. Haven't done that for a while, so it's funny that that happened. I watched Dallas a little bit too, but wasn't really as into that. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Karma. It was good talking to you. Starsky and Hutch, yeah, that was a little before my time. Wasn't really into that. You watched Invaders about the alien, the little tiny robots, right? You realize that the old woman in that was Agnes Moorehead, who played Endora, Samantha's mother on Bewitched. It's hard to believe that's the same woman, right? I watched Magnum PI a little bit. Yeah, I've heard of the Tales of the Unexpected, but I don't think I've ever seen it. What future vlogs do I have in mind? You'll just have to wait and see. Good version of Death Race 2000 is on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have it on DVD, so that goes into rotation periodically. I do like that movie. That's an awesome film. Yeah, Jordan vlogged the South Fork Ranch about a year and a half ago. I think it was kind of close to the time he came with me to Texas. Bike riding yet? I haven't actually gotten out on the bike. Yeah, I like Monty Python too. Yeah, I like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yes. Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High is a good movie. All sorts of famous people in that movie. Do I have a problem with ants in the yard after the good rain? No, really haven't. MASH wasn't really ever a MASH fan. I mean, I saw it a few times, but Never really saw Night Stalker either. Laurel and Hardy. I've got a couple of Laurel and Hardy DVDs. I think. But I think I like. I think I like the Three Stooges better. That's all coming from the mask I'm wearing all the time. Yeah, I definitely got a DVD set that has all of the Three Stooges episodes. Marx Brothers, no, that was a little before my time. I mean, so were the Three Stooges, but the Three Stooges were like on PBS like at night. So I remember seeing those, and so I was a fan. Benny Hill, yeah, I saw Benny Hill a bunch. I remember that. It was probably a little risque for somebody who was my age at that point, but whatever. Definitely couldn't do anything like Benny Hill today. No way. Yeah, Chaplin had his moments. Yeah, I watched Bewitched a lot. So when your son saw the first black and white movie of Laurel and Hardy, he explained to me that TV's broken. Yeah. Buster Keaton, yeah, I never really watched him. Yeah, the cancel culture thing's got to go. Pepe Le Pew, come on, give me a break. Yeah, that was another one that I watched in addition to Bewitched. It was Batman. That was a good one. But I was also thinking, um, uh, what was it? Adam 12. That was a great one too. I used to watch that. I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, I watched that too. Laughing. Oh man, yeah, Gong Show. One of my favorite bands in the '80s was a band called Oingo Boingo, and Oingo Boingo made their debut on the Gong Show. If you ever get a chance, go go into YouTube and type Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, the Gong Show, and watch that performance. It's amazing. Emergency, yeah, watch that religiously. My Mother the Car, that no, I don't remember that one. I mean I've heard of it, but I never watched that one. And by showing us his butt again. The Munsters, yeah, I love the Munsters too. The Munsters, the Adams Family, they're both great. I know a lot of people have an opinion one way or the other. I like them both. Yeah, All in the Family. Never really watched Sanford and Son, but I like All in the Family. I like um, The Jeffersons. Jeffersons were great. Car 54, that was before my time, I think. Uh, Medical Center, never watched that. Hawaii Five-O, watched a little bit. Mannix, no, not so much. Moonlighting, I wasn't really into that. Jetsons, yeah, Jetsons were awesome. There's the Flintstones in space. I still have to wear a mask at work. Yeah, that's why my throat's all congested, is because I'm sucking in warm, moist air all the time. The Waltons, yeah, my mom used to watch that, so I tuned in and saw that from time to time. Mary Tyler Moore occasionally. Barney Miller, yes. Not even looking at her, I'm just watching her on the screen. She's just a sweetheart. Dukes of Hazzard, Happy Days, yeah, Mork and Mindy, Laverne and Shirley, all of that. It's funny how American Graffiti turned into Happy Days. Happy Days morphed into Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy. A lot of stuff came from that movie. She's willing to box for a treat. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, Kathy. Yeah, we're gonna wind this up here pretty quick. This was only going to be an hour to begin with because I'm really hungry, and honestly, Jeff Kidd's about to start his live stream, so don't want to compete with that. No, never really watched Kung Fu or Cagney and Lacey or Hill Street Blues. Never was into really any of those. Yeah, Jeffersons were awesome. I liked All in the Family too. Different Strokes, What's Happening. What's for dinner? I think I got a burger frozen, thawed in the fridge, so I think I'm gonna throw that on the grill. Yeah, we're coming up on, it's about 6 o'clock right now. We'll go for another couple minutes. So you got any more things you want to talk about? Or you got a minute or two to do it. No, don't think I ever heard of beachcombers. Yeah, that's true. We didn't talk about food this time. That's funny how that worked. Yeah, I watched Family Affair a little bit. I remember that. My Three Sons. I did a live stream cooking segment once. It's back there. You have to go back there and dig for it. But yeah, I don't remember what it was I cooked, but I prepared something. And, while we were waiting for things to cook, I'd come on and just answer questions. Is the lawn and leaves drying out? Yeah. Yeah, it dried out within a couple of days. What kind of cheese on the burger? Just American cheese. Alice, I think Jordan was more into Alice than I was. I think I saw it a few times, but well, Suzanne's got a dog to walk, so that's priority. Beer, yeah, I can't go wrong with beer. Yeah, Jeff said he was had something on the smoker. So what snacks am I eating tonight? You're gonna laugh at me, but I've got this can of whole jalapenos that I've been chomping on. Man, I love those. Laugh-In was great. Benny Hill, yeah. Daniel Boone, never really watched Daniel Boone. Gilligan's Island, though, yeah, I watch that all the time. Okay, yeah, I'm sure Jeff's about to start too, so I'm gonna stop this one. Probably, I don't see any reason why I won't be doing a full live stream next week at a regular time. So hope to see you then. Thanks everyone for popping in. If you're interested in what happened with a bird bath, definitely tune in on Tuesday because we have a lot of activity here, and I got some good footage of that. So thanks everyone. Have a great night.